Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming and thank you for tuning in. In wake of what's going on in the world, the players of Athletes Unlimited have highlighted the importance of being accurately represented. Today, we are pleased to welcome a very special guest who is an actor from the National Academy of Dramatic Arts in Paris, France, and former track and field athlete at the University of California, Berkeley. She will be performing an original piece, on behalf of the players to uplift their voices, tell their stories, and celebrate the history of their making. With that, I ask that you please give your full attention to my dear friend, Asha Culhane-Husain, and help me in welcoming her to the field.
Thank you, Jazz. Now, I know that we are social distanced, wearing masks, redefining basically every aspect of our existence. But for the next 5 minutes, I invite you to listen to this art, because it is a celebration of what you have created, inspired by your voices to honor the history that you are making. But before we get started, I'm gonna need just one more thing from you guys. Because this is a collective movement, I'm gonna need a little bit of your energy, a little bit of a rhythm to get us started. So the DJ is gonna help us out with a beat, and I invite you guys to clap along with me. Just 30 seconds to get us started, and I'll cue you when to stop. Here we go. Let it feel good. Now imagine with me for this chosen moment that beat is like the story of your life. When you were young, it began with rhythm, simplicity, like a beat with the potential to become a symphony. Like you were given a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint, a clean slate asking you to create. And each of you, uniquely, from different states, countries, languages, from wherever the beginning is, each of you began to paint vibrant hues onto the canvas of your lives, began to throw notes into the beats of your existence. Some of you from concrete cities with subways and traffic on the way to practice. Some of you from small towns where you were the first to move away to play your sport. Some of you from homes that redefine family. Some of you are first-generation professional athletes. Some of you were the sporty girls, choosing training over summers. Some of you are raising children, strong mothers. Some of you were coached by your dads, had your first game, point, inning with your siblings by your side. Some of you grew up with nets in your backyards, and when funding was hard to come by, some of you took a roll of duct tape to your worn-out cleats, borrowed bats, and you are so proud of that. These stories, histories of the women inside of this collective team mixed themselves together, wrote themselves on the blank canvas of your dreams. The injuries, sweat, passion, bruises, tears, discipline mixed themselves together, tore at the corners, gave character to who you are as a competitor. And in the midst of that noise, in the middle of that unique beat of life, you found it. You found a path of responsibility that led you to your craft, A path walked by professional athletes, marked completely with fierce resilience. A path built on the shoulders of athletic, intelligent women, of grandmothers and ancestors who are proud to see you running on a path that they could only walk on. A path that rests steadily on the work of women who came before you, on the shoulders and partnerships of men who encourage you. And this path opens onto spaces, onto fields and courts and weight room spaces where you are free. The great equalizers where you play, where you redefine the status quos of reality. Spaces where you say, challenge is our motivation. Injury is not the end. No dream is too big, where motherhood empowers you from within. Where you say, I am the best at what I do. My talent is unmatched. I am the top 1%, the All-American Olympian. Spaces where you say, I am brave. Call me beast, call me strong, call me boss, I dare you. Here, I am unapologetic. Here, I take up space, and in the face of adversity, I uplift my fellow women. I compete to win. And for our generation, with the desire to improve our nations, these spaces morph into platforms where you play for every human who has ever questioned their potential, for every woman with the dream of a presidential career, to empower the LGBTQ+ community, for every underrepresented athlete coming out of poverty so that they can see the freedom to play incarnated, passionately. Now to close, you as professional athletes redefine the status quos of your communities. You play like taking down the metal fences of racial inequality, smudging the painted foul lines of poverty, wearing the cleats of gender and income equality, until every human celebrates the unique beat that makes them them. Thank you.